Welcome to Glaser Labor Law. We are your one-stop employment law firm. We bring and defend employment cases. We have been protecting civil rights since 1998. Under the firm Joel Glaser APC, we have been protecting employees since 2015. If you pay anything for expenses or you incur any cost that should be borne by your employer, such as, let's say you had to pay for your uniform if you're working in a restaurant. Let's say you had to pay for dry cleaning to clean that uniform. Let's say you had to pay for a hammer and nails for something at work. Those are all reimbursable expenses. And if your employer doesn't pay for it, you have a claim. Let's say you're a truck driver and you're not getting paid for your mileage. That's another claim if it's your own truck. Travel time. That's where your employer requires you to travel, let's say to a work site that farther than the office. And let's say you start work at that work site, but it's a way farther commute than if you were just going to and from the office for a 9-to-5 job. Well, guess what? You're entitled to travel time for that. The correct way to do it would be for your employer to have you commute to the office, clock in, and then get paid for the travel time to the work site and the travel time from the work site before you clock out. But if that's not going on and your employer is requiring you to travel off the clock, that time should be compensated. And if you're not getting compensated, you have a claim. That 30-minute meal period, it needs to be taken within the first 5 hours of work, meaning you have to start it. If you started work at 7, it means by noon, you have to start your meal period. If you haven't started it by noon, you're entitled to an hour of pay. Now, if your meal period got interrupted, you're entitled to an hour of pay. If your meal period was less than 30 minutes, even if it was 29 minutes, you're entitled to an extra hour of pay. Let's say you're a machine operator and you're working on a machine and that machine has to stay running and you have to stay on that machine, and unless your employer shuts it off or there's someone to fill in on that machine. Well, guess what? If 4 hours go by or a major fraction of 4 hours go by without you taking that 10-minute break, you're entitled to an hour of pay. And if your employer is not paying you that hour of pay, which in legal circles we call premium pay, you're entitled to money, and you are definitely entitled to legal representation, and that's what we do here. If there's a problem with your paycheck, there's a problem with your breaks, there's a problem with you not getting paid for travel or you not getting reimbursed expenses, those are called wage and hour claims. And if you're listening to this and you're thinking that happened to me, you probably need to call my firm.